2 Samuel chapter 9. David inquired, "Is there anyone left from the house of Saul to whom I can show kindness for the sake of Jonathan?" There was a servant from Saul's house named Ziba, so they called him to David. The king asked him, "Are you Ziba?" And he replied, "Your servant is he." The king then inquired, "Is there anyone still alive from the house of Saul to whom I can show the kindness of God?" Ziba answered the king, "There is still Jonathan's son, who is lame in both feet." The king asked him, "Where is he?" And Ziba told the king, "He is in the house of Machir son of Ammiel, in Lo-debar." So King David sent for him and brought him from the house of Machir son of Ammiel, from Lo-debar. When Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan and grandson of Saul, came to David, he bowed down to the ground and paid homage. David said, "Mephibosheth." And he replied, "Here is your servant." "Don't be afraid," David reassured him, "for I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan. I will restore to you all the land of your grandfather Saul, and you will always eat at my table." Mephibosheth bowed down and said, "What is your servant, that you should take notice of a dead dog like me?" Then the king summoned Saul's servant Ziba and said to him, "I have given your master's grandson everything that belonged to Saul and his family. You and your sons and servants are to work the land for him and bring in the produce, so that your master's grandson may have food to eat. But Mephibosheth, your master's grandson, will always eat at my table." Now Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants. Ziba replied to the king, "Your servant will do all that my lord the king commands his servant." So Mephibosheth ate at David's table like one of the king's sons. Mephibosheth had a young son named Micha, and all who lived in Ziba's house became Mephibosheth's servants. So Mephibosheth lived in Jerusalem, always eating at the king's table. And he was lame in both feet.